Sales Training with the Mortgage Leader. Today we're going to be talking about video messaging. We'll wait just a couple of minutes here to get started so that we can go live on all the different platforms and give everybody a chance to tune in. So just hang tight with us for just 1 minute. Remember that we do these 12 p.m. Eastern every weekday where we go through more of the sales side of things as opposed to the back end of everything. So give us just a minute here to get started. I'm going to go ahead and put the chat up on the screen here so you can feel free to drop comments as you tune in. Also, feel free to drop any questions that you have as we go through the presentation here today. And it looks like we are live on all the different platforms. So I think we can go ahead and get into it. I see some comments were already there before we put the chat up, but some comments coming in now as well. Please feel free to keep dropping comments there in the chat as you tune in. But I'll go ahead and take it off the screen for now. So welcome everyone. My name is Kyle Hershey. I am the COO of the Mortgage Calculator, and this is the Loan Officer Sales Training. We do it 12 p.m. Eastern every weekday and go through some different training topics for loan officers that have to do with the sales on the front end. Now, today's training is going to be really quick. There's not too many things to talk about here, but I'm just going to be talking about video messaging and how we can use that as a loan officer, right? So, and when I say video messaging, I'm not necessarily talking about sending a, text message with a video in it from your phone or anything. I'm really talking about mostly through email and just using video to go along with whatever you're talking to your client about. And the easiest way to do this is to use Loom. So Loom is a great program. You can sign up for it. And the key here is to install Loom as the plugin in your browser. So you want to go to you should all be using Google Chrome as your browser, and you want to go into Google Chrome and add it as an extension, right? That way it is in your browser at all times. That makes it very easy to just click one button on the top of your browser and be able to make a video. Now, what are some of the things that we would use these videos for? Well, anytime we want to walk a client through something, right? Anytime we want to, screen share with our client, show them things, maybe you walk them through the quote. If it's, if it's something that is a little bit confusing, maybe you walk them through how to sign their application when you send it to them and you send the disclosures. That way they can see on video and be walked through the process. So those are great ways to use it. I know a lot of loan officers that use it for that exact reason. When they send their client an email and say, hey, we just sent you the LE, we just sent the disclosures. Here is a video for you to watch on how to navigate this and sign the disclosures, right? So that is a perfect way, because a lot of people have trouble with that, right? So anything people typically have trouble with that needs a little bit more explanation, that might take a little bit of screen sharing, put Loom on your computer, right? Put it in your Google Chrome extension, and anytime you need to use it, it's one click away. You just click the button, and it's going to allow you to start recording, and you're going to share your screen, obviously, and that's what it is. Recording is your screen, right? And then you can go through whatever you need to go through with the client and talk to them. And it has your image in the bottom, corner of the screen and all that kind of good stuff. And you could also have your camera on and, show you talking to them. I would recommend that when you're doing this with clients, so it seems more personal, so that, you are on there talking to them, as well as sharing your screen, right? So anything that you can use it for, it's a good tool to use. So, like I said, it's not going to be a very long training here today, but I want to make sure everybody knows the power of video messaging. Now, especially in this business model that we have at the Mortgage Calculator, where we're dealing with a lot of leads, this is one of those things that's going to really put a face to the name, going to make you seem more, real to the person that you're dealing with, because they get to see your face talking to them. You're walking them through things. They feel like you're being a little bit more hands on with them, right? So that is something that's great to use for clients and to walk them through things. Also, the beautiful part about some of these is that you can just download the video or you can send them the link. So most of the time, you're just going to send them the link, right? It's perfect. It's easy. You record it. It's a link. You send it to them. They click the link. They can watch the video. And so the beautiful part about it is once you make one video explaining something, you can keep reusing that video and sending it to different people. So if you do make a video, navigating them on how to do one certain thing, then you can, use that video over and over again. You don't necessarily have to say their name in it, but it is definitely something where you can walk them through and send them a video. Now, it'll be even more personalized if you say their name in it and talk to them about their deal specifically. But again, it may be a quote that would be very, unique, and you would not reuse that, right? But you can help walk them through the quote. Now, at the Mortgage Calculator, we put comments at the top of the quote, but especially for more complicated quotes, it may take some walking through. Now, you could do that in the form of a meeting with them or a Zoom meeting or something, or you could do it, so as soon as you send the quote, if it's something you think needs a lot more explanation, you could make a quick video for it and send that to your client and say, here's a quote, here's a video of explaining how it works to you. Now, this is a lot better than setting up, I guess I wouldn't say better. This is a lot easier for you and the client than setting up a meeting time, right? Where you're both have to be available. This is something where you're essentially sending it to accompany the quote so that they can watch it on their own time. Whenever they do get a chance to pull it up and look at the quote, they can see your video message there and you can walk them through it. So again, Loom is a great program. There's all kinds of other programs that do this as well, but that's a great one. And the reason I really like Loom too, so we're talking about Loom, Loom. And the reason I really like it too is because it plugs into your Chrome browser. So it's an extension for Chrome. So you just have a button at the top of your browser at all times where you can just click that button and boom, you're starting a new video. So it'll really help if you get used to using it. That way, it's just kind of second nature to say, you know what, this could use a little more explanation. Let me click the Loom button and then just go through it. You don't need to set up anything crazy, any special microphones or any, thing. You just go through it. And you don't have to have a camera either, or set up your camera necessarily. But when you're sending videos to clients, I would definitely recommend that your camera is on, because especially when we're dealing with leads that you may never meet in person, it's all about getting every chance you can to put a face to the name, to present yourself as a real person and let them see and hear you. So again, not a very long training today. Just wanted to let everybody know that there is power in sending videos, accompanying quotes, accompanying disclosures, and all that kind of good stuff. And Loom is a perfect way to do it. And there's also a bunch of other ways to do it as well. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with a new topic. It'll be a little bit longer of a training tomorrow, but I always keep these to a half hour or less. So we have a new topic for tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern. We do this every weekday, so we will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern for the next episode of the Loan Officer Sales Training.